Hi, my name is Eman Tahir, and I am currently a student at Roots Ivy Riverview Campus, Rawalpindi. And currently, I am in AS, and this is my CI's Media Studies Evaluation Questions for Creative Critical Reflection, or CCR. So, my film opening is called Equality and Equity. So, let's start. Question number one says, how does my product use or challenge convention? How does it represent social groups and issues? Let's answer the first part of the question, which is, how does my product use or challenge convention? By elaborating the first bullet point a little further, I believe that my film follows the technical conventions of an opening sequence. Opening sequences usually show the names of the producers, the directors, and the actors in the opening credits, and so does my short. Another proof that this is not a proper complete 2-minute short film, but rather a 2-minute short film opening is that it shows my name as well as the names of the actors were casted on the screen. The second point says camera work that showcases all emotions. By this I mean to say that dramas and films make use of the eye level and jerky motion scenes to showcase all the emotions and surroundings of the characters. I have also used this to further my genre by using a similar camera work by shooting this scene, which can be seen on the top left hand side of the screen, with a handheld camera to show a jerky movie. And also this scene, which can also be seen on the top left hand side of the screen, with a camera which was focused on eye level to capture the character's expression in a better manner. Third point talks about lighting, as it plays a very essential part in the films because it reflects upon the emotions. Films often use bright and natural lighting. They can have hints of blue or warm filters to reflect upon the emotional elements of the scene. I have used saturation in every scene to a certain level depending upon what type of scene it was, very low in some but also very high in some. Let's answer the second part of the first question, which is about social groups and issues. To answer this, I would combine both the bullet points so that I could explain it better. My product shows the differences between the lifestyles of the rich and poor people. It shows the struggles of the poor house help to earn a living and the ungratefulness by the rich arrogant lady, and how she uses her power of money to look down upon her house help as an inferior creature. The CCR question number 2 says, how does my product engage with the audience and how would it be distributed as real media text? My product grabs the audience's attention in many ways, especially because it is very similar to it reflects upon the reality of today's modern society worldwide. The second point has a question mark at its end after it asks how the elite misuse their power. Total two scenes show the misuse of power and money, which has made a rich housewife feel herself as superior, which has now also led to her mistreating her house help. Wait, the meaning and presentation of the world's harsh reality. Let's combine the second and the fourth bullet points. Total two scenes in the film show this. Now let's combine the third and the fifth bullet point. The 2-minute film opening shows the occurrence of the flood as a natural disaster, which ended up being such a massive one that it destroyed all the homes in the city, which also destroyed the rich household or palace-like home of the rich family. The constant jump cuts create a curiosity in the audience to know what's coming up next. As the film moves further, it shows how the same people were so used to wearing branded clothes and had a very strict time policy for food to be served at their tables now have to wear worn out and very old clothes and have to cook food themselves on timber wood, and now even have to live on a destroyed under construction site. My product would engage with the audience and be distributed as real media text in such a way that it conveys the meaning and presentation of karma. Karma has no menu. You get served what you deserve. My product is not a proper complete 2 minute short film, rather the 2 minute film opening, which connects with the audience in such a way that it leaves them curious to know what's coming up next. CCR question number 3. How did my production skills develop through the project? First, I'm going to talk about my technical production skills. The first one definitely being editing. I used Filmora as a software to edit my clips. I used it for the compilation of my clips, sound editing, as well as color grading. It had expanded my skills as an editor because it was quite easy to use, and the ease of use helped me to elevate my footage. Moving on to blogging, I had used Bloggerspot as my blogging site. At the start, I really didn't know how to use Bloggerspot, but now I can say that I'm a good blogger a little confidently. Now moving on to talk about my transferable production skills, I had to make a storyboard, visualize the entire scenario, and choose the actors and also the names for the characters these actors were portraying, trying to help me produce my final cut. Now moving on to talk about my creative production skills, I'm going to talk about the type of mise-en-scène that I used, as it plays a very important part in films. Anything that is in the frame, for example, even a prop or any background, conveys a particular representation or meaning in the film. Then comes costume designing. I used images on the internet to bring samples of what I wanted and also props which I needed, which helped me put into perspective what my characters look like beforehand. For example, I had to choose a long black sweater, a black scarf, and also rings for the actress who plays the role of a housewife so that she looks superior. I had to choose unmatched, worn out clothes for the actor who plays the poor house help to represent him as inferior, and a K-pop group's hoodie for the actress who plays the role of a daughter to represent her as young. CCR question number 4. How did you integrate technology, software and hardware online in this project? I used the latest model of the mirrorless Nikon camera in the market. The software that I employed to edit my short film to turn it into a final cut was Filmora. Due to the large user-friendly variety of editing tools that the software has, it made it very easy for me to edit my project. I took advantage of the most commonly used conventions of social media such as YouTube and Google in order to conduct my research. I also watched some online tutorials on these platforms to get to know the software I had to use better. Moreover, I also used YouTube to watch some short films made by media studies students of A levels to get some inspiration for making my short film. Moreover, I used my computer as a hardware to use the software such as Filmora. I also use a computer to do all the research and to combine my audio and video files in one folder to edit them and then to turn them into a final cut and then upload them on my blog online. I had used the computer throughout the process and also to answer my 4 CCR questions.